guys and welcome. My name is Jude and today I am here to show you some romance recommendations for the upcoming month of lovey-dooey February. It's February. Love is in the air. All that bullshit. I'm a romantic. Clearly not. And if you don't have a date for this month, I will hook you up with one of the books that I have here just for you. Because I don't have a date, but I do plan on hooking up with one of these awesome books that I have for you. And I know some people don't believe it, but there's just something really nice about being single on Valentine's, or like being single like for forever. But anyways, let's get right down to this video. So my first recommendation will and forever be the all-time maximum recommendation I can give you, and that is Going Too Far by Jennifer Echols. I have lent this book to so many people that I can't even think, like I can't even count. I don't think I can do it with my fingers. And every single person that I have given this to, boys and girls included, have loved it. To me, it is the ultimate romance book. It's just such a lovely, dovey-dooey thing. It's barely 230 pages long. It's like a short book. Like, here's a normal paperback, and this is the shorty version. And the love story in this is just so sweet, so beautiful, and I love the fact that it is very much equal. It's not about a girl just falling head over heels for a boy in some like kind of dumb, cliched bullshit thing kind of way. It's about two characters that are just flawed characters, damaged in their own way, but they find that together they can just work things through better. And it's not the perfect relationship, it's not the perfect romance, but it was so mind-blowingly amazing because they are perfect together, and this book illustrates that. Some of you just want to feel the feels again. This one's for you. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. Cannot recommend it enough times, and if you've already read it, reread it for God's sake. It's so amazing. I've reread it so many times and I always get the fuzzy feeling inside, so it's awesome. Next up for you, I have a more realistic portrayal of love, and that is with First Comes Love by Kacvinsky. Also one of my favorite books. This book just made me feel all of the feels, and oh wow. Like the main character, it's so flawed and such a sad person per se, and just has had so much things going on in his life, and you just feel like it's a mirror of yourself. At least I felt like it was a mirror of my life, and like how you can be afraid to love and all of these things. And the girl he falls in love with is just the opposite of that, and it's really helping him get out of that comfort zone. And it's such a it just makes for such a beautiful story, such a beautiful adventure. It's everything. It's 200 pages long. You can fly through this to Valentine's. It's so amazing. So amazing. Now for those of you that want something a little bit more light, per se, I will recommend Along for the Ride by Dessen. It's a sweet summer romance kind of thingy. It deals with a lot of more other things, you know, it really goes, it has layers to it. But the romance in here, it's a really sweet one, very uncomplicated per se, and it will be just a great fun book to read out in like a park or in your porch, if you have a porch, somewhere near a tree. Now that book had a sort of like summery feel, but if you're in a place that's like cold and winter-like, like full on winter, and you want something like coldish to read with hot chocolate, I recommend The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight by Jennifer E. Smith. I really enjoyed this book. It's so small. It's also, I have really small books here, but they all make for quick, fun, loving reads, you know, and this is not the exception. It's a fun, improbable story, but it's just so fun and so lovey-dooey and sweet, and it has so much possibilities. The story just makes you feel of hopeful. It makes you feel hopeful and think about the endless possibilities of love out there. And it also has a lot of family love in here. It deals a lot with family and that how there's many types of love, and this book is so good. Highly recommended. Now for those of you that may want something a bit more mature and want something kind of like sex in your books, I recommend Easy by Tammara. It's so awesome. It's a book about romance in college, and it's so steamy and hot and lovey-dovey and cool and fun, and I am currently rereading this one. I'm really liking it. So I highly recommend this one if you want the ultimate college romance, if you're like in your 19s, 20s. It's awesome. Now, if you want something a lot more sentimental and you actually want to cry your eyes out, I would go for Wake by Abria and Mattina. This is perfect for those of you who loved The Fault in Our Stars. It's perfect, and I personally and frankly think it's better. You will cry, you will laugh, you will feel all the things with this book, but in the end, you will be delivered a happy ending. That is after you go through the 800 pages that this book has. It's a big boy. I have enjoyed this book immensely every single time that I read it. I've never regretted this thing ever, ever, ever. I love it so much. And I cannot stress how amazing it is. And the romantic element in this thing, I mean, it's not like a full-on romance book. It has so many other things going on. But the romance in here is just spectacular. It makes me laugh, cry, and feel all the feels. I already said this. You should read it. And last, this is not a romance book, actually. It's gonna be a weird book to show you, but just stay with me. Stay with me. I recommend for this lovely month to read Why We Broke Up by Daniel Handler. It is no spoiler alert if I say that there's a breakup in this book. If you've ever had a first love or first crush or anything remotely similar to it, you will just feel so identified with this and the heartbreak that you can feel and how at a loss you can feel with love, but love never leaves you, and that's the beauty of this book because love is all around you. Love is everything. I love this book. Infinitely so. It's such a, I didn't cry with this book. Actually, it's not like a sad book. Like, don't be scared. It's just a very thoughtful, like, it's just looking back through a relationship. That's what this whole book is. Looking back at a relationship and why it didn't work out. And it has illustrations in it, and it's a beautiful, beautiful story. So it might seem like a bit of a weird book to recommend to you in this month, but it really is amazing. It's a beautiful portrayal of love. I can't say enough good things about it. And that made for 7 books that I recommend to you during this lovey-dovey month. I think that they are all great reads, of course, because I like them, and this is my opinion. Now, I would honestly love to know what are some of your favorite romance novels. It doesn't have to be like a romance novel, but that has a romance in it that you're just like, So do let me know that in the comment section down below, and thank you so much for watching this video and taking the time to listen to my opinion, influenced by me. Why am I still talking about this? Just thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.